Maybe seeing some changes when you go to church. A new study by Pew Research Center shows Christianity continues to grow, but growing faster is Islam and people who aren't religious at all. WAFA 48's Noah Cal spoke to local experts about this shift in religion.
Recent Pew Research studies indicate Christianity has been losing influence globally and right here in Alabama. But some local experts believe these trends are somewhat misleading, and they're hopeful they won't last. Pew Research Center released a study 3 days ago showing Christianity grew from 2010 to 2020, but not as much as Islam or the people with no religious affiliation. It aligns with other Pew Research data showing the steady decline of Christianity in the U.S. The percentage of Christian adults in Alabama decreased by 13% over 10 years, and as of 2022, only 63% of Americans were Christian, compared to 90% 30 years before. Lyle Lee, the president of Huntsville Bible College, says these trends could be due to attendance declines at churches during the pandemic, as well as religious views being associated with politics, and a cultural shift over the past few decades.
Identifying compared to actually being a believer, those are two totally different things. I think people are more honest now, and I think they're open to say, I don't have to identify as a Christian just because my mom was a Christian. Where back in the day, people identify as Christian because that's what our household identified. Even though I've never been to church, I may say I'm a Christian.
Lee doesn't think this data truly represents the trends we're seeing in our everyday lives, and neither does Dale Cohen, a pastor with Florence's United Methodist Church. He says many parents stop going to church after becoming empty nesters, but he's noticed a recent rise in younger generations.
We've had an influx of younger families, and part of, I think, the reason for that is we've tried to adapt. We have a family worship service that is shorter. It's 30 minutes. Parents and their children are able to sit in worship together. We're just going to have to adapt our ways to be available, not just in person, but online where people are gathering.
Lee suggests that future religious studies should include core questions that show the beliefs of the person align with the religion to prevent people who aren't actually religious from skewing these trends. Reporting in Huntsville, Noah Cowell, 48 News, on your side.